Hello everyone. Today we will see bacterial metabolism. Let us see few definitions first. Metabolism can be defined as sum of all chemical reactions taking place in bacterial cell. So, it can be represented by equation metabolism is equal to catabolism plus anabolism. Catabolism can be defined as oxidative breakdown or degradation of complex metabolites to simple precursors accompanied by release of energy and also generation of reductant. Anabolism involves biosynthesis of complex molecules from simple precursors in a reductive process and it requires input of energy. Let us see catabolism in detail now. In catabolism, complex organic compounds are converted to simple molecules and simple molecules are further converted to precursor metabolites. This takes place in multiple steps in catabolic pathways, generating reductant and releasing energy. The reductants that are generated are either NADH plus H plus or NADPH plus H plus or FADH2. The energy that is generated is used to synthesize high energy compounds such as ATP or GTP. Let us see few examples of catabolic reactions. So here you can see that carbohydrates such as starch can be acted upon by enzyme amylase and it is degraded to glucose. Glucose can be converted in metabolic pathways to pyruvic acid, releasing energy and generating reductant. Carbohydrate like cellulose can be acted upon by cellulase to produce glucose, which is converted to pyruvic acid in metabolic pathways, releasing energy and generating reductant. Proteases act on proteins to produce various amino acids, which can be converted to different precursor metabolites, and these reactions are also accompanied by release of energy and generation of reductant. Some bacteria can use lipids, for example, triacyl glycerols. They can be acted upon by enzyme lipase and degraded to fatty acids and glycerol. Fatty acids and glycerol are converted in different pathways to precursor metabolites, releasing energy and generating reductant. The various metabolic precursors which are produced in pathways include glucose 6-phosphate, fructose 6-phosphate, erythrose 4-phosphate, ribose 5-phosphate, triose phosphate, pyruvate, phosphoenol pyruvate, acetyl coenzyme A, 3-phosphoglycerate, oxaloacetate and succinyl coenzyme A. Let us see anabolism now. In anabolism, biosynthetic reactions convert precursor metabolites to simple building block molecules such as amino acids or sugars. They can be further converted to complex biomolecules like proteins and carbohydrates. Precursor metabolites can be converted to amino acids with input of energy and utilization of reductant. Amino acids can be then polymerized to proteins. This requires energy which is provided by GTP hydrolysis. Let us see nutritional classification of bacteria based on energy source. If the source of energy is light, they are called as phototrophs. If the source of energy is inorganic compounds, they are called chemotrophs, and if they use organic substances, they are called as heterotrophs. Bacteria can be also classified based on carbon source which they use. So, if they use CO2, they are called as autotrophs. If they use bicarbonate, they are called as lithotrophs. And if they use organic compounds as carbon source, they are called as heterotrophs. This slide shows overview of metabolism. Green arrows indicate anabolic reactions and red arrows indicate catabolic reactions. So, in the left hand corner of slide, you can see that chemoautotrophs or phototrophs can use CO2 or bicarbonate as source of carbon, and they are converted to precursor metabolites. This requires input of energy. The precursor metabolites are converted in anabolic reactions to building block molecules such as sugars, amino acids or fatty acids, which are further converted to biomolecules, and biomolecules come together to produce bacterial cell. These anabolic reactions require input of energy in form of ATP. Heterotrophs, on the other hand, use organic nutrients and they degrade compounds such as carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids in catabolic reactions to produce building block molecules such as sugars, amino acids, and fatty acids, which can be then degraded to produce precursor metabolites, releasing energy which is used to synthesize ATP. Some bacteria can use biomolecules that are generated by degradation of dead bacterial cells. The biomolecules can be then catabolically degraded to building block molecules, releasing energy and synthesizing ATP. The building block molecules can be converted to precursor metabolites, releasing energy in the form of ATP. Thank you.